What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Eddie Hearn. Get this. Eddie Hearn states that Devin Haney's lawsuit over Ryan Garcia is actually a pivotal moment in the sport of boxing. He says that the fighters that cheat in the ring, they don't get what they should get as far as disciplinarian actions. They should get a lot more, he said. Take Ryan Garcia, for example. Ryan Garcia on his 6 months ban and a vacation, he then will go right back into camp with just really a slap on the wrist. But if it does get to the point where he is fined millions of dollars because of it, it may change the game on how people may choose to decide to take drugs or not. Because if the ban is stricter, that means you may see less cases. Okay. And Devin Haney does have an interesting point. It's going to be interesting to see how it plays out. And let me counterpunch. I think, first of all, Eddie Hearn ain't the first person that said that as far as bans and, stopping fighters. I remember Paulo Malignaggi said, if they start banning these fighters a lot more money, then that would stop them from doing it. Or how about the whole purse or half the purse? You know what I mean? I think that would make more sense than taking somebody to court. Okay. But other than that, I get the attempt to protect or defend Devin Haney. But Devin Haney, I think he's the first one that ever decided to sue a fighter after they've already been suspended. And a lot of people are looking at Devin Haney on the weaker side. Okay. I think this is a civil suit, so this is about money, but in essence, though, if you think about it, Devin Haney suing Ryan Garcia does open up a new sign of bitterness on one end, okay? Because it comes off like Devin Haney won't ever fight him again. Okay, that's one side of it, because it's like, okay, well, you're suing him, but then yet you don't want to fight him. So what we seen, we can't unsee, people. We seen Ryan Garcia bash Devin Haney. We've seen Devin Haney not being the stronger fighter in there, not being the bigger fighter in there, him getting beat up, not due to just Ryan's punches or just overwhelmingly hard. It was the fact that he made flaws that he shouldn't have made. That's all that really is. And then when Devin Haney now is trying to sue him, it shows that, hey, I don't want it back in blood. I want it in cash. Okay, so it just shows you how that's going out, and it doesn't look heroic. It doesn't look like a fighter's way out. It looks like someone like Joey Gamache, a guy that was retired due to Arturo Gatti coming in 20 pounds heavier than he is and knocking him out senseless. And he got a lot of money for that because, he blamed the commission, not necessarily the fighter. So I don't see how that's going to go out. Now, let's say he loses, though. If he loses, it's going to be worse. If he wins, it's going to be worse. It's a lose-lose for Devin Haney, really. It's a lose-lose because you don't want to fight him because you called him a cheater. Well, okay, yeah, we know he's tested positive for drugs, but if he can prove to you that he hasn't taken anything and then fight you and then beat you, what does that mean? I think that's the full story. I think the fear of this whole thing is, I'm going to sue Ryan Garcia. I'm not going to give Ryan Garcia the benefit of the doubt based on the fact that if he actually could beat me, none of this means anything. That's the whole point. The whole point is Devin Haney is living, breathing, surviving behind the fact that Ryan Garcia cheated. Not because Ryan Garcia was faster, not because Ryan Garcia could crack, not because he was able to bash Devin Haney, not because he was the better fighter overall. No, none of that. And all of those things may be true. Okay, they may be true. But the fact that they have that one thing, but that one thing is probably all he needs. unfortunately. And back to the fines and the punishment. Well, the punishment comes like this. If uh Ryan Garcia would have been fined more or banned longer, I think it would have been better, but I don't know if that would have been better or not. I think, honestly, it should be more. Me personally. Just like me and Polinaji, we're in sync with that. It should be more because these guys shouldn't be juicing themselves up to hit someone harder, to hurt them more, because it's already a dangerous sport. But again, like I said at the very beginning, I think this is all Devin Haney's spitefulness and anger and resentment, okay, against Ryan Garcia. And I was thinking of another word, but those are the words that describe how Devin Haney is. And I think this is coming from embarrassment. I think Devin Haney feels embarrassed, and if he goes down the road of like Miguel Cotto, like, hey, I was cheated to the point that I'm never the same. Well, I can see why you're trying to sue for money, because you're not, or you don't plan to come back to the sport to do anything. But if anybody wants you back in the sport, it's to do one thing, is to right the wrong that someone did to you that you're not trying to right the wrong on. And that's Ryan Garcia cheating you. What Devin Haney should be doing. Now, I don't mind him suing for the money. I don't. Because he may not want to fight Ryan Garcia again. But the point is, Ryan Garcia and what he did, it was shady. But I don't know if he meant to do it. I don't know. I think Ryan Garcia, I think he cheated. You know what I mean? But I just don't know if he did or not. But I know he did. I know a lot of things in his character. People may not like him, but, he may just be better than Devin Haney. And I think Devin Haney really deep down inside knows that maybe this guy is better than me. And it didn't matter if it was drugs or not. But the fact that there was drugs gives me leverage, and it gives me reason to do what I'm doing. So he's doing it. My only problem is I would have him rather do both, right? Sue him, then fight him. I would like that more. But I think, again, if he did decide to fight Ryan Garcia again, Ryan Garcia beats him, then he has nothing to stand on, and the money won't matter or not. And I think he's trying to get that last blood out of the turnip kind of situation with Ryan Garcia, because this is all it seems like. But it's not really going well with certain people. But it doesn't matter, because Devin Haney, is playing it the way he's playing it. He has that card, okay? And that card is what he's playing, and he's standing on a hill on it. So it is what it is. But back to Eddie Hearn. Eddie Hearn's like, hey, this should be a good thing. But, things that Devin Haney did, is doing right now. A lot of people shined on it. Let's take Colin Kaepernick, for example. Colin Kaepernick took the knee instead of put his hand over his heart and stand, because he was like, no, in my community is so too many things that's going on that ain't right. And a lot of people hated him for that. They hated him. And a lot of people showed their true colors. A lot of people showed what they thought and all that stuff. But now more and more people are doing it, right? So if more and more people are doing it, if Devin Haney gets that cash, wins that case against Ryan Garcia, takes most of that man's bag, empties out his damn banking account, because that's all really that's going to happen. He's going to take Ryan Garcia's surplus of cash, and then people are going to really wake up. But then other fighters are going to realize that, well, Devin Haney, I don't necessarily like what he did, but I do respect the outcome of what happened. So that means other people can do that too, especially when they felt they were cheated, when someone comes in and pops dirty. But you guys tell me what you think of Eddie Hearn stating that this could only be the beginning if Devin Haney wins the case, taking Ryan Garcia to court for testing positive and cheating him in the ring. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace!